Hi, everyone. It's author Rebecca Hefner here, coming to you on the Indie Audiobook Deals YouTube channel. And today I am so excited to interview narrator Ri Paige. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
And I see that you are coming to us from your booth,
I
and
am.
you just showed me something cool about your booth. Can you change colors?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So my lights, I can change colors,
That is awesome.
all different. I could do fancy stuff like have it change automatically like I'm in a disco.
I love it. I mean,
So
I feel like
yeah,
this is the way to narrate. Very cool.
it's good for mood lighting, right? You do
Yes,
nice dark red for like an erotica. Yeah, yeah. I
very
try to do
cool.
that with my TikTok videos. When I do live narration, I'll change the color
Yeah.
because it's nice, you know? It's good. Like I said, mood lighting.
Yeah, it's nice to mix it up and you get some different, yeah, some different moods, that's very
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Awesome. All right. Well, we want to get to know a little bit about you. So to start out, why don't you just tell me how long you've been a narrator, how many books you've narrated approximately, if you have narrated a lot,
Sure.
and what genres you narrate.
Okay, so my name is Ri Paige. I have been narrating for 2 and 3/4 years. December will be my 3-year narrator versary.
Nice.
Um, I am currently recording my 48th title.
Wow.
Um, and what was the last thing you
Oh,
asked?
what genres do you do?
Genres. Oh, romance is my number one, although I do and will narrate just about any genre, including nonfiction. But romance is the nearest and dearest to my heart. Um, Long story short, I discovered romance as an adult, and when I discovered romance as a genre as a reader, I was in a really dangerous domestic situation, and
Mm.
reading romance kind of opened my eyes to the situation that I was in because romance has this theme of, what love could and probably should be. And it made me realize, oh, this relationship I'm in is not love. So I had the epiphany. And when I decided I needed to get out of that relationship, that was when I turned back to my acting roots. One of my minors in university was theater arts. And so I turned back
Awesome.
to my acting roots and I began training to be a narrator. I did about 6 months of coaching and then kind of dove headfirst into narrating. And yeah, so I've been doing it, like I said, for almost 3 years now. And the romance genre, I feel like I owe so much to it for that epiphany, for it allowing me to get out of that situation. Now I'm safe and I'm on my own. And narration is probably my biggest income that allows me to be on my own. But I'm also a freelance book editor, and romance is kind of my number one genre that I edit right now. So it's all in the romance family. Yeah, I'm all in. I love romance. Love romance.
That's fantastic. Okay, so we're going to have your contact information below in the comments. So anyone
Fantastic.
watching this, if you need a narrator or if you need a editor or a proofreader, then you can reach out to Ree and she can do all of those. She's multi-talented, which is great. So that's good to know because as romance authors, we're always looking for new proofreaders and editors and things like that. So that's good to know
Yeah.
as well. Very nice. And it's I'm happy to hear that you're safe and you got out of that situation. Yeah, I mean, I think when I tell people I'm a romance author, a lot of people just don't understand how empowering romance is. It really is such an empowering genre. There's so
It
many
is.
strong heroines and so many stories
Yes.
of women coming into their own. And they're really stories of female strength, I feel like. And so
Hmm.
it seems like you found that.
Yeah,
And
for
that's
sure.
yeah,
For
that's
sure.
so
Yeah.
great to hear. So
Thank you.
awesome. All right. So tell me a little bit about your narration style. Do you do solo narration? And if so, like, do you like doing male voices? How's that for you? And then do you also do duet and dual narration? Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, well, my goal, of course, as a narrator, as a performer, a storyteller, is always to take the audience, the listenership, and kind of bring them along with me on this journey that we're on. I want them to feel like they're a part of the journey. So that's more to my personal style. I try to keep things as conversational as possible. So this way you don't feel like you're being told a story. You feel like you're in on it, like you're there with the performer
Sure.
and the characters, of course. As for narrations, like style, like solo to duet to dual narration, I do it all. They all have their pros. I really can't think of many cons. So this is this is where it's like when you're a solo, you basically have the control to bring the entire world and story to life yourself, however you see fit. Now, when you do dual or duet, it's a partnership. And I have worked with some amazing male narrators, partners in crime for me, people who I consider friends now. So you have to forge that relationship so it's more than just that the performance, because you have to collaborate on voices and pronunciations and so forth. And I do love a great duet narration
Same.
because it yeah, yeah, exactly. There's something special about the two narrators narrating throughout the entire book together, camaraderie. And I think it's more like encompassing, all encompassing when like
Yeah.
you're there for the performance, and it's almost like listening to an audio play, just like with like
Yeah.
a multicast audiobook. Duet is
Yeah.
basically the same, to me
It's very
anyway.
immersive. You feel like you're
Yeah.
right in the story. You're there with the people.
Right. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect way to describe it. I agree with that completely. And that takes a whole new level of partnership as well, because usually the best way to record duet is to do it live together, right? So but that sometimes is impossible.
Yes.
So there are different ways that you can get around recording live together. And you have to have trust in your partner to do right by your, like, if you narrate your point of view, and then they have to record their responses, you know what I mean? So
Right.
like their
Right.
their dialogue, and then vice versa. So you have to have trust,
Yeah.
and but I love it all. So
Hey, well, that's great to hear. So,
yeah,
again, a lot of authors watch this channel, so and a lot of audiobook listeners. So, if you're an author thinking about reaching out to a new narrator, you can reach out to Ree. And if you're a listener, you can search for books, on Audible and on Kobo and on Google Play and on all of these different sites, and
sure.
find you Chirp, and you can. And what a lot of people don't know is that you can actually follow not just authors on Chirp, but you can follow narrators on Chirp. So
I didn't
everyone
know
can
that.
follow you.
Oh, I just learned something. Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I'm pretty sure I have at least a couple of audiobooks that are on Chirp, so that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So yeah, so make sure we can follow you there too, which is good. So
Excellent.
okay, so this is a really hard question. So it'll be feel free to answer it as best as you can. But out of all of the characters you've narrated, I mean, you said you've done almost 50 books, so it's a lot. Which what's one character that you think people would really gravitate toward, and why?
Okay, character. Oh, okay. So I obviously I have narrated quite a few characters, but if we're going to talk about a specific character, that one I would say from CC Woods' Bewitched, Bothered, and Bitten, which was the
Okay.
third book in the Bitten series. The main character, Carrie, is just can I use the A word? Is that okay? That a
Um, I don't
three-letter
know. We're
A
on
word.
YouTube, so
Okay, I'll change it. She is a bad butt heroine.
got it. I probably say that. I don't know. YouTube is weird. I'm not sure.
Okay. She is a very strong heroine. It is a paranormal romance, so she is a witch. So she also has magic
Oh,
at her behest. And she has a super hot vampire mate. So it's like one of
wow.
those like, oh, we got the strong female heroine, and we have the strong counterpart male. And it was just I love both of those characters together, but Carrie goes through a great growth
Nice.
in the book. From page one to the last page, you see the change in her character, and it was a beautiful experience. And that book was actually a very early narration for me, but it stuck with me all this time.
Wow.
So yeah, that one,
That
that's
sounds fantastic. That sounds right up my
yeah,
alley too. So that sounds
yeah,
really
yeah,
nice. Yeah,
sure.
we love strong heroines here, so that is
Mhm.
awesome. Okay, great. So let's say you're new and someone watching has never heard of your narration. Which book from your catalog would you recommend that they start with?
Okay, let's see. I would say same series, the Bitten series by CC Wood. Um, However, I came in at book two, which was Once Bitten, Twice Shy. However, book two basically tells you everything that happened in book one. So you wouldn't, if you started with book two, you wouldn't be missing out on really, I mean, maybe fine details, but you wouldn't be missing out on too much of what happened in book one. You wouldn't be
Okay.
lost. So that's
Okay.
important. From the rest of them, like three, four, that you would probably need to listen to at least from two on. But yeah, that one is one of that's another early one, of course, from oops, sorry. Yes, she must be looking out the window. um but yeah, so Once Bitten, Twice Shy by CC Wood. It's book two in the Bitten series. And I think that's a good way to start. That one's a solo narration, so you kind of get used to my character development and style. And the same for book three, was a solo. The one with my favorite character was a solo narration. So yeah, I think that's a good place to
Okay,
start.
great. So that's perfect. All right. So tell us where we can find you. Do you have a website? Are you on social media? I know you mentioned TikTok. So tell us where we can find you.
Sure. So, my website is repage.com. On every social media outlet, I am Ri_Paige_voice.
Okay.
So you just type my name. Even if you typed my name in your search engine, my website should come up like on the top. So, um, you can find me there. I am also, so we went over, I'm a narrator, of course. I'm an editor. I'm also an audiobook coordinator for Pink Flamingo Productions, as well as its sister companies, Fireside Audio and Northern Lake Audio. And I am also a publishing consultant and editor for Pink Flamingo's newest division, Flock Publishing, which is a fast growing book publishing division. So you can reach out to me anywhere. And if you reach out to me for one service, but I have to use a different email to respond to you, I can take care of that. It's no problem.
Nice. I mean, it's not, you are busy. It sounds like you've got a lot going on, which is great because they're all kind of
Yes.
interrelated, but still like,
Mhm.
require different skills. So it's awesome to hear. We love Pink Flamingo here. They're a great company and I recommend them to people
They
who don't want to
are.
do independent audio
Yeah.
production. So that's nice.
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
For sure. Yeah, and I'm all in with the literary and the audio industries. So, I mean, I think that my resume kind of shows that.
That is well, you are in the right place. That's perfect. All right. So,
Oh, perfect.
yeah. So, any authors watching this, I'm going to put Ree's information below if you need to reach out to her for narration or any of the other services, editing, or anything like that. And we just appreciate you coming on and
I
talking
appreciate you having
about,
me.
talking about narration and showing us your awesome booth. It's so
Oh,
cool.
thank you. I
Yeah,
built it myself. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. So thank you so much. And thanks to all of you watching. And as always, we wish you happy listening and have a great day.